Evening. Also, responding to a bit of a comment from the YouTube channel here was they just wanted to know more about the fittings of things. So what I'm going to do is show you how I fit my Myron, which is my dropship. I've now got 3 of these piled up, so I'm really waiting to use them, but this is me fitting the first one. And again, very similar to Eve, very similar in terms of high, medium and low slots, and you have a CPU and then a power grid, so nothing really too earth-shattering there. So what I generally do is you then have to fit them with weapons, and this is what obviously then your troops will then use. I've used missiles here, but you do have a range of things you can use for them, railguns and you know, blaster turrets, etc. I prefer missiles. I don't know, I think they're good. Anyway, we'll find out. And then you can see there what I've actually fitted is an afterburner. Now, don't ever fly a dropship without an afterburner. Of course you can, but the reality is that if you fly it without an afterburner, a swarm launcher will be able to take you down. Afterburners allow you to quickly, you know, boost out of danger and basically get the hell out of wherever danger may be. So you know, you can't really get you know, you can't really fly a dropship particularly safely if you're not using an afterburner, and you do need to skill up for that, and that's obviously a module you need to fit. Now, what else you also need to fit is a booster, because you're going to take incoming fire. You need to be able to actually boost. Now, there's 2 types, light and heavy. Obviously heavy is more for tanks, and the light shield booster is well, I guess, you know, it's not great. The heavy booster is obviously a bit too big for most dropships, so you generally are stuck with this light shield booster. And it boosts a fair amount. It's something like a dropship has about 2,000 shield, maybe 1,500 units of shield, and this booster will boost maybe 800. But it's got a cooldown period of 30 seconds, so you know, you kind of got to be quite careful how you use these things. However, as you can see, my dropship is taking form. It's not ready yet though, because it still needs things like shield extenders for the mids, so you can have a bit more of a shield, and it probably needs some power grid upgrades for the lows, enabling me to actually fit all of the shield mods. So that's where it is. This isn't my dropship. Some dude just spawned this in and obviously ran off, so I decided I'd get in and gun. I didn't really fancy flying it, and the guy who's flying it, I think, has never flown a dropship before, although he does an okay job. And you can see there's 2 dropships here, and I think this is really some of the exciting thing. And again, as more players become more comfortable with the game and they become, you know, more skilled, I hope we see much more of this kind of thing, where you could see, you know, 5 tanks versus 5 tanks, and you know, you could see a couple of dropships versus, you know, supporting them. So at the moment it's very much run and gun, and I think the only way they'll probably sort that is if they actually turn or deliver some maps which are so big it would actually take you just too long to run. So it's a bit of the planet side mentality, so you would need a vehicle. And plus, a dropship should do what it says on the tin. It should actually drop, as I'm doing here. I'm actually getting out because the thing's on, well, the thing's crashing. And there it goes. So that lasted long. Shame really, but there we go. And then, you know, that's kind of the way it is. I fast forward now again, and I've just spawned at a spawn pad, and I've seen that some of our colleagues on this particular server have been quite crafty. They've actually managed to probably get in a dropship, jump off into this higher level here, and then place a spawn beacon so they can basically spawn on top of this very tall building. Impossible to actually get attacked here as well, so it's pretty good. And there's a heavy duty rocket launcher on this, so pretty much the rest of the film is just me basically trying to kill things with this wonderful rocket launcher. Now, it's interesting because you can't really see much. The only shot on was of D, and these rocket launchers weren't particularly good. Maybe it's because I'm not very skilled in it. As you can see, it takes a huge amount of effort to actually knock the shields down on these guys, so definitely not uber elite pornage, as you could say, because maybe I just don't have the skills. Maybe it's because these things are not really designed to take out infantry. I know they're particularly good against vehicles, but again, no vehicles have so far wandered into my view, and you can see I'm just peppering these troops below me. It kind of helps because there is actually a force about to hit them from the north, so you know, it's I'm kind of supporting, but only just. And you can see we captured the base D, and you know, this is when it starts to get again quite interesting, because then they start to attack it. Now at every point I'm just raining rockets down on them, so that's pretty awesome. Here we go. How cool was that? Gotta love the orbital strike. I think the sound effects they've used for it are particularly brilliant. And I just think there's something very cool about them. And I just think that, you know, I haven't even used one yet. I very rarely am squad leader. In fact, I don't think I've ever been squad leader, so I must learn how to use them, because they do look particularly cool. And plus we're going to do the whole FW thing, so you know, I think eventually you know, we'll start to do a lot more of that. Oh man, I got no, kill assist. Almost. And you can see kind of just really, you know, supporting the troops really. As you can see, there's a pretty sizable force of our guys now moved in there, so that's pretty cool. And really all I'm just trying to do is make sure they've got some fire support. As you can see, that guy there's got flanked, so he's dead, and that guy will be dead as well. So oh, he's got the kill switch Gek, good on him. So, and again, you can spend some of your real hard-earned ISK on. Now I got this wrong earlier, Orium or Orium, I don't know, you tell me. Orium, as an English-speaking gentleman, I would say Orium. It could be Aurium, it could be Orium or Arium. Anyway, I'm making strange noises now, but basically you can actually use real-life currency to buy guns, and once you die, you lose them. So, you know, I think it's kind of an interesting concept to do that, I guess. It's almost like putting, you know, 20p into a machine to play it, I guess. There's nothing unusual about that. And if it's your hobby, it's your hobby. You'll never be, you know, embarrassed about what you do. Game playing is a perfectly cool thing to do. And, you know, I think there's a lot worse hobbies out there that you can enjoy. Anyway, so this is kind of wrapping up. The battle was lost long ago. We were just basically just trying to, I guess, horse around, get some kills, just really chill, and I just sat in this turret having a whale of a time, to be honest, so that was pretty much all I did. I'll let you enjoy the orbital strike again. And there we go. Defeat. Oh well, happens a lot. You have to get used to it in this game. But again, pretty good fun, and I enjoyed hiding that turret as well. So that's a useful tactic. We'll certainly see some more of that. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a short video today. See you next time.